Hi, coffee friends, and welcome to this 5-minute mini lesson on the fascinating topic of how coffee processing methods can significantly impact the sensory experience of your favorite brew. My name is Klemen. I'm the roaster and the owner of Mariposa Coffee Roastery, and I'll be your guide for this aromatic journey. So, grab your favorite cup of coffee and let's dive in. To begin, let's talk about the various coffee processing methods. So, there are three primarily methods, and each method plays a crucial role in determining the coffee flavor and aroma. So, I'm just going to explain, just for you to understand why there is a difference in the taste profile quickly, how each method is done, because method equals different results for the same variety of coffee. So, I believe you need to know that. So the first one we're going to talk about is our wash processed coffees. So the wash processing method is one of the most common methods used in the coffee industry. It involves removing the outer pulp and mucilage from the coffee cherry before drying the bean. Coffee processed using the wash method is often characterized by its clean, bright, and vibrant flavors. You might notice floral and fruity notes with a pronounced acidity. So you could say you get a little bit more of a clean cup. Uh, so it's like a crisp, refreshing sip every time you drink coffee from wash processed coffees. Moving on, the second one is the natural processed. So this method, in this method, excuse me, in this approach, coffee cherries are dried with their fruit pulp mucilage intact, allowing them to absorb flavors from the surrounding fruit. So that's why natural processed coffee is known for its sweetness and fruitiness. So you get a little bit more sweet and more complex cup while drinking it. You might encounter some notes of berries, dry fruit, a little bit more of a syrupy body. I always like to describe it as indulging in a fruity dessert every time you take a sip. And finally, we have the third processing method, which is a honey process. So in this technique, some of the pulp is still left on the beans during drying, resulting in a various flavor of possibilities. So honey processed coffee can offer in delightful combination of sweetness and complexity. You may taste some honey notes along with fruity and nutty notes. Sometimes you even get a little bit of those spicy ones. Before you even think about it, you don't get honey notes because you're dipping honey on the coffee while it's being dried. That's not why it's called a honey process. It's just the way the coffee looks while it's being fermented, but you still can get the feel of the honey notes while drinking it. So it's like a symphony of flavor in your cup. So in conclusion, now you kind of get a brief understanding of the three different processing methods. So a dry process or a natural one, a wet process or a washed one, or a honey process, and somewhere around the world it's also called a pulp natural, usually in the Brazil. So we can say the sensory experience of coffee is deeply influenced by the processing method. Each method provides a unique taste profile, making coffee exploration an exciting adventure. The next time when you're going to savor a cup of coffee, just take a moment to appreciate the interactive relationship between these factors. I hope you enjoy this mini lesson on the influence of coffee processing on sensory experience. And I have one kind of like a fun task for you at the end. Next time when you're going to sip a cup of coffee, just try to figure out which method was being used based on a sensory profile you're gonna get out of the cup. So it's a more clean cup, more acidic cup, more fuller cup, more complex, more sweet, has more fruity notes. So based on those factors, try to figure out which process coffee was coffee went through. So guys, have a nice day and thank you for the time. Cheers.